For this, I have the key in front of me, but I'm going to assume that we're just reading it for the first time. So 60 people were asked whether they went to Morris Stampede or Red River X. 16 had not been to either. Those are outliers. 32 had been to this Morris Stampede, so M. 24 had been to Red River X, so that's R. Okay, so you've got all that figured out. I would like to start, for you to start thinking, well, this is a Venn diagram involving two sets. Could you use pi here without even looking at the Venn diagram? Knowing that pi with two sets is M or R, right? People that went to this or that would be NM plus NR minus M and R, right? That's pi. So maybe you could you figure this out already? The union, universal minus the outliers, right? If you subtract that, that would give you this. We have this, we have this, we don't know that. So we could solve for the and, the intersection. But that's okay. You can just do the Venn diagram every time. It's not a problem at all. So let's zoom out a little bit. It does say draw it, so we're going to do that first. Two sets, put the box around it. U is 60, M is 32, R is 24. We have that there's 16 outliers. So let's fill this in. We don't know the middle, so we kind of have to use pi. Like there's no way around it really. Or else are you, right? Like if you're stuck, then use that formula. So I'm gonna just start with it, 60 minus 16. That is M plus R minus X, right? I use pi here, principle of inclusion and exclusion. So that gives me 44 is equal to 56 minus X. You subtract 56 from both sides. You end up with negative X is equal to negative 12. Sorry, you can't see that, so I'm going to zoom into that. Divide both sides by negative 1. And you find that X is equal to 12. Okay? So at that point, I would definitely give you a mark for that, for finding out the intersection. Okay, so that's 12 right there. And then it's just 32 minus 12, that would be 20 here, because remember these two sections add up to 32. And then this should be 12, because 24 minus 12 is 12. So I will give you 1 mark for the correct Venn diagram and 1 mark for the 12. However you manage to get the 12, I will honor that. And then I need, so let's say you get this wrong, the middle is wrong, you get 8. Then I would want to see consistent work thereafter. The only thing is that if you get a negative, then you're going to lose more marks. So let's say you find, and this is 40 for you, and it's like 32 minus 40, that's a negative, it can't be, right? So then I would say you should catch that. You should catch it, okay? So B, determine, oh, I already did this. Show your work. Then I can just state it, right? I can just state it. So that would be 12 students or 12 people. If you've already shown the work, then you just state it because you've already shown the work. So 12 people. That will change the way I assign marks here because of that. So let's go back to our drawing board here. This work here is going to be worth 2. Like set it up, you get 1, and then the work along the way is 1. That's why you get a total of 2. And then the Venn diagram itself is also going to get 2. So this is half. So I would say That's where you get your 2, and of course the universal needs to be outside. So 2 marks for the work here, 2 marks for the Venn diagram. So this technically is worth 2 marks because you had to do a bunch of work to get it, okay? So Venn diagram A is worth 2, and B is also worth 2 marks, okay? C, N of not R, yeah. Did you do it a different way? I would want to, can I pick your brain? How did you, like this, you found it differently? Did you, then I'll look at it later. If you did it a different way, I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm not going to say you have to use pi every time, but that's kind of like my standard way of approaching this. Okay. C, not R. What would that mean in our case? Number of people that did not attend the Red River X, right? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so we would just go NU. So N not R is basically NU minus NR. Okay, so it goes 60 minus 24. Okay, so that gives us 36 people. So 36 people for C, that's 1 mark. And then D, how many people attended only one event? In my case, it would be 20 and 12, right? So I will show the work. So it's 32 people. 32 people for D. E, it's asking for the union of M and R, like unite them. So it's a number of people attending the Morris Stampede or Red River X. Explain what it means in this case. So I will say that people attending the Stampede or Red River X. Okay. You could also say people attending either event. People attending at least one event or either event, either or at least one event. That is also appropriate. You only get half a mark for that. No, sorry, I'll give you 1 mark for the explanation, half a mark for the number. So the number, the actual number is just adding this all up. So this is 24 and 20, that's 44 people. Okay? 44 people. F, oh my goodness, I'm running out of room. I'll just do F right next to it. What does this mean? You can say number of people attending Red River X only. Okay? People attending Red River X only. What's another way of saying that? People attending Red River X, but not the Morris Stampede. Okay? And how many do we have there? 12, right? 12 people. So I'll give you 1 mark for the explanation, half a mark for the actual number.
C was 1 mark as well, right?
Yes, C is worth 1 mark, yeah. Okay, so let's make sure E and F is done right. So I'll give you 1 mark for the explanation. What does that notation mean? And half a mark for the number that should go with it. So that's why E and F both have are worth 1.5. So because it's getting busy here, why don't we do our subtotal here? So it's 2, 4, 5, 6, and 3, that's 9. So just for question 1, we've got 9 marks kind of attached to question 1. Try to count it as best as you can and just put a mark out of 9 there. Okay? What's that? Am I off? You don't know how to mark it? Just do your best now. You're the teacher. Oh, full marks. If you showed me work and you got the same number as me, full marks. Yeah. I'm right now just not thinking outside the box. That's all. Okay. Question 2. Create two sets A and B that are disjoint. Each set should have at least 3 elements. So anything you want. I tend to go with even and odds. So if you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5. No, that would be even, right? So 2, 4, 6, 8. I can go 8 if I want to, at least 3. Odds would be 1, 3, 5, let's say. These are disjoint set. They have nothing in common, right? That's it. That's all you need to do. Graph a Venn diagram of these. So you'd have evens and odds, and you've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So when it comes to actual elements, you need to list them all inside. So this would be 1, 3, 5. And I've got my universal around it. You could go, a bunch of birds, a bunch of, other animals. Just they have different animals in both sets. That's fine. You can go red cards, black cards, whatever you want to do. But it says to list them individually, so you have to have them listed. Okay. Given that the universal goes from 1 to 20, okay, it's a finite set. Remember, if it has a start and an end, it's a finite. Create two subsets that are disjoint. So again, you can go M for one of them. You can go 1, 2, 3 if you'd like. And then P, I'll go 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you've created two subsets from the universal, and they are disjoint because they have nothing in common. It's up to you how you want to do it. Or you could have K, set K, just have number 1 in there. And L, have number 8 in there. Those are two subsets, they're disjoint. Okay, so just make sure they have no common elements, that's it, that's it. So this page is worth 9 for question 1, right? So 10, 11, 12. So 12 marks for this one. Backside. There we have a 3 set. So there's 380 students taking at least one of the following courses, so there's no outliers. Don't get too comfortable with that. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be the case. So you've got bio, physics, chemistry. All of these are ands, right? And, so all 3 intersections. So no middle. Middle unknown. 3 ands given. I will use pi for this one, for sure. Okay, so let's see here. And so we've got B. I'm going to go by my key here. I go B, P here, and C over here. So it's okay if you have them in different order. We're going to end up with the same numbers. So universal is 380. No outliers, so I'm just going to put a 0 there. I don't know my middle. I do know the intersection, so between bio and physics is 72. Between bio and chemistry we've got 90. And then physics and chemistry is 60. So all 3 intersections are given. And again, I'm giving you for finding all 3 courses. For this one, I'm going to give you 2 marks, and then we'll fill in our Venn diagram. So as is, I would probably give you, if everything is in the right place, I would already give you a mark for this. Okay, your Venn diagram, if everything is where it's supposed to be, a mark already. So we'll put this on hold. We'll do B next, all three. So we have to go universal minus outliers, and then we go, sorry, I didn't fill this in, sorry, 215, 173, and 182. So I'm going to add them all up. I'm going to subtract all of my intersections, and I'm going to add the middle. That gives me 380. And I'm going to combine all of my numbers here. I can just add all three and then subtract those three. That gives me 348. Plus x. Okay, remember, in this case you have to add x at the back. And then we subtract 348 from both sides. X is equal to 32. So 32 people, is that right? It is 32. I'm just wondering. No conflict. Yeah, we're good. I was thinking I'm getting a negative somewhere, but we're good. 32 people. So if you got the 32 somehow, you get 2 marks for that automatically. If you calculated it and you showed your work. Now we're going to go back to our Venn diagram and earn the extra 2 marks, right? So we go 32, 72 minus 32 is 40, 90 minus 32 is 58, this is 28. So listen carefully to this. These 3 numbers, I'll give you a mark for. These 3 numbers that you added, I'll give you a mark for those. So you get a mark for those. And then these 3 numbers, you're going to get another mark. So you go 215, subtract these, you get 85. 173, subtract these 3 numbers, you get 73. And here, 182, subtract these 3, you get 64. You're going to get another mark for those. So let me help you out here. For 40, 58, and 28, like these 3 here, you're going to get a mark. And then for 85, 73, and 64, you're going to get another mark, these numbers out here. Okay? And then everything else, the rest, you get another mark, meaning what you put in right at the beginning when you read the question. So that's how I'm going to give you marks for the Venn diagram. Okay? That's sort of how the province does it as well. Sort of, low-key, how the province does it. C. Next, how many students are taking bio or physics? What is that talking about? It's bio or physics. So I need to go and add up those 2, bio or physics. So we're talking about those 2 sets combined. I'm going to go 215 plus 28 and 73, right? So I got to add everything up. So I know that this is already 215. So 28 and 73 on top of that. That gives you, where is C here? 316. That's what I got. 316 students. Okay, that's C. And D, how many students are taking physics and chemistry but not biology? Physics and chemistry but not biology. That's the 28 right there. So even if you got that one wrong, if I see you stating that, you would get the marks. 28 students for that. So 1 mark for all of these, right? This is fine, yeah. If there's no 0 there, that's fine. I'm just doing that for you to see there are none, yeah. If you have nothing there, it's assumed there is nothing there. So how many marks? 7 for this one. So question 4 is worth 7 marks. Okay. Next, this one is just the order. The errors here is this one should be A, B, C. It should be alphabetical order. This one, it's a lowercase. Lowercase should be uppercase. Over here is doubles, repeats. Remember, when we combine or anything, we don't have repeated elements or, right? Repeated elements. Is V is a subset of C? Explain. Is V a subset of K, I meant to say? It's not, right? They have a common element, right? 4 and 4, but for this to be true, everything in here would have to be in K as well. So false. Not all elements. Let me see if I can fit this. Not all elements in V are found in K. Okay? So that's why not. Identify a pair of joint sets from the ones given above. Explain how you know. These two are joined, right? Because they're sharing the 4. They're joined. Okay, so set K and V are joined as they share one element. They have one element in common, they share an element, anything like that would do the trick, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks for that. So 7 and 5 would give us 12 for this for the back page. And where were we at in the front? Let me see, 12 and 12, that's 24. So top mark is out of 24. Name and last name. I will collect it